Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best wishes to all of us. Good afternoon, lecturer Miss Yulia Rahma and friends. Introduction. Me, Oscar Harris, who on this occasion will present the material of the 14th lecture meeting, which discusses the structure and function of the CPU. The central processing unit, processor, is an electronic circuit in a computer that carries out commands to form computer programs. The CPU performs basic arithmetic, logic, control, and input-output operation specified by commands in the program. The computer industry has used the term Central Processing Unit 1955. Traditionally, the term CPU refers to the processor, more specifically to the processing unit and control unit, distinguishing this core element of a computer from external components such as main, memory, and circuit. The shape, design, and implementation of CPU have changed through their history, but their basic operation have remained virtually unchanged. The main components of a CPU include an arithmetic logic unit that performs arithmetic and logic operation, processor register that supply operands to the ALU and store the result of ALU operations, and a control unit that manages retrieval from memory and execution instruction by directing the coordination operation of the ALU register and other components. How the CPU works? The way a CPU works can generally be described. The way a CPU works can generally be described in three main stages, namely fetching, decoding, translation, and execution. This process repeats continuously to carry out the instruction in the computer program. 2. Once the instructions are fetched, the next stage is decoding. At this stage, the CPU translates instruction from machine language binary code into operation that must be performed. 3. The CPU will identify sequence, provide operational parameters, and prepare the correct execution unit for an instruction. CPU function. The main function of the CPU is to perform arithmetic and logical operation on data taken from information or memory entered into the computer. For example, through several hardware devices such as mouse, keyboard, and scanner. If concluded, the CPU functions to interpret binary signal to complete action, calculation, and runs application. CPU internal components. CPU structure and functions. Arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic and logic unit, often abbreviated, means logic and arithmetic unit. This section has the main task of forming various computer that processing function of them, also referred to as machine language because it consists of various instructions that use machine language itself. It's still divided into two main components, namely arithmetic unit tasked with handling that processing related to calculation, Boolean logic unit tasked with handling various logical operations. How the arithmetic and logic unit works. How the LU works depends entirely on the CU. When there is a request to perform calculations, for example, the results of the request are first entered into the CU, and later the CU will provide directions to the LU according to the requested request. The result of the LU are in the form of a register. This register is the result of what is requested or requested from the CU. In the example, guess what is requested is to perform calculation. Apart from being in the form of a register, the result of the LU work are also in the form of a flag. Flag are really neat if you want information about the condition of your computer's processor. Is the processor experiencing an overflow or vice versa? So, simply put, the LU will not work if it doesn't get orders from the CU because the CU regulates and gives direction to the LU. Control unit. The control unit or control unit has the main task of controlling operations in the CPU and also controlling the computer as whole to create work synchronizations between components in the carrying out their respective functions. Apart from that, the control unit is also tasked with referring instruction from main memory and determining the type of instruction. How the control unit works? The control unit regulates when the input device receives data and when the data is processed and when it is displayed on the output device. The control unit interprets instruction from the computer program, carries data from the input device to main memory, takes data from main memory for processing. If there are instructions for arithmetic, calculation, or logical comparisons, the control unit sends these instructions to the arithmetic and logic unit. The results of this data processing are brought by the control unit to main memory again to be register top level memory. Processor register in computer architecture are small amounts of computer memory that work at very high speed that are used to execute computer program by providing fast access to commonly used values. How register work? Top level memory. The working principle of the register is that information is entered via word in and while be used if a bell passes from 1 to 0 because the exit of the flip-flop one by one is connected to the entry of the flip-flop. Then the information in this register will also be shifted to right during the click of the bell of clock pulse. CPU interconnection. CPU interconnection is a connection and bus system that connects the CPU internal component with the CPU external bus, while the external component of the CPU include main memory system, input, output, system input, output, and other system. That's all my presentation. Sorry if there are any shortcoming. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.